of Orthodox liturgy, Pascha marks the culmination of Holy Week. Archbishop Demetrios advances in the midst of a sea of illumined candles and radiant faces to the outside of the church, where the procession will stop beside the closed doors of the temple. These doors symbolize the sealed tomb, where the angel will come and roll away the stone. The congregation will fill the street. Everyone will gather there, even those who don't claim to be too religious. On this night, everyone attends. From a platform, Archbishop Demetrios will proclaim the resurrection gospel. Very early on the first day of the week, they went to the tomb saying, "Who will roll away the stone for us?" And when they looked up, they saw that it had already been rolled back. As the procession heads outside of the church with the icon of the resurrection and the book of Gospels, the congregation follows in order to hear the resurrection gospel. The Archbishop and the faithful chant, "The angels sing in heaven of your resurrection, Christ our Savior. Make us also who are on earth worthy to glorify you with pure hearts." For 40 days, the Orthodox Church has prepared with a period of fasting known as Great Lent. More recently, during Holy and Great Week, Orthodox Christians have attended services that led to this climax with slow rituals, deliberate steps, numerous gospel and long prophetic readings, all leading to this sacred moment. The journey began 1 week ago with the resurrection of Lazarus and the celebration of Palm Sunday, when, as the Orthodox hymns claim, the way of the cross begins and the resurrection is foreshadowed. These feasts establish the context of Holy Week, setting the tone of light and joy for Easter midnight. They are an affirmation, as Orthodox liturgy sings, that death is beginning to tremble. 1 week ago, the colors in church were festive, white, bright. They are just as splendid tonight. And so Palm Sunday becomes the inauguration of the heavenly kingdom, which embraces all of humanity, in the words of the Gospels, to the least of our brothers and sisters, and all of creation, as the late theologian Olivier Clément was fond of saying, to the last speck of dust. As Orthodox Christians received a palm branch in their hands, they confessed their heavenly citizenship, that they belong to God with all their heart and all their mind and all their body and all their soul. Like Lazarus Saturday, Palm Sunday is a prologue to Christ's ultimate triumph on Golgotha and in the tomb. It is as Lord and Master of life and death that Christ enters Jerusalem on Palm Sunday. It is as Lord and Master of life and death that Christ breaks bread with his disciples at the Last Supper. It is as Lord and Master of life and death that Christ lays on the cross and is buried in the tomb. And it is as Lord and Master of life and death that Christ is risen from the dead. Orthodox Christians, then, can repeat with St. Paul, if Christ is not risen, then our preaching is in vain, and our faith is also in vain.
The reading is From the Gospel according to Mark.
Let us be attentive.
When the Sabbath was past, Mary Magdalene and Mary, the mother of James, and Salome bought spices so that they might go and anoint Jesus. And very early on the first day of the week, they went to the tomb when the sun has risen. And they were saying to one another, "Who will roll away the stone from the door of the tomb?" And looking, they saw that the stone was rolled back, for it was very large. And entering the tomb, they saw a young man sitting on the right side, dressed in a white robe, and they were amazed. And he said to them, "Do not be amazed. You seek Jesus of Nazareth, who was crucified. He has risen. He is not here. See the place where they laid him. But go tell the disciples and Peter that he is going before you to Galilee. There you will see him as he said to you." And they went out and fled from the tomb, for trembling and astonishment had come upon them, and they said nothing to anyone, for they were afraid.
In full knowledge of this, outside the church, the congregation awaits the good tidings of great joy, the declaration that Christ is risen from the dead. When the Gospel speaks of the stone being rolled away, it is as though a stone is lifted from the souls of all those present and from the soul of the whole world.